Hello, interesting. As I play this, exact sort of time that Jacksepticeye. This is the Stanley Parable of Deluxe Edition. I have no idea what fact.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of
I was quite
every
looking
year.
forward to this.
And although
Basis.
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
The idea of it
Was happy.
is literally a game about unlocking the.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one
Normally when you play games, you have
order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Side quest.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even
Explore
say
every
hi.
different pathway.
Never in all his years
I don't
at
know
the
how
company
many
had
there are.
this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Access. Like there's so many.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Oh.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Right. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I kind of wanted to get down there,
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Assess the jump. Or I did it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
It's almost.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
Get to a point where you break
this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, you can.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh no, you can't jump.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of
I
the
thought
story
you could
and
get
no
down
one gets
there.
to tell him what to do, Stanley
God's
leapt
sake.
from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You should be able
When
to do
Stanley
no clue.
came to a set of two
Don't
open
know how
doors,
much
this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Imagine
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
game
first,
was what,
just to admire it.
twice.
The
Obviously,
lounge was sublime,
low res.
a work of art. But eager to
Oh,
get back to business,
found you.
Stanley took the first open door on his
Haven't done.
left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible.
Yeah, see, there's an open door there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
need
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the
Oh my god, give it a rest. There's an open door there that I'm trying to get to.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business.
I haven't even touched the VR.
The first open door on his left.
Other videos that I still haven't done.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I don't even misuse Carvigula.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yes.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley.
I didn't realize that was an option.
What's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop
I did not want to walk through it.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
I broke him already.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I can't.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the internet will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
4 hours of
to
play?
Keep notes on your experience.
4 hours of...
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try.
Never.
I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower. Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
And then the cult comes after you. Poorly.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total
completely
mental depravity.
different.
So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Just trouble is.
Oh no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Hey.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow.
Idea. Why would you do that?
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Oh.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Yeah, boy.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
I can't
Yeah,
do anything.
I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun. Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought, and I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely...
Oh!
Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh! Oh!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh God, even lower. Lloyd. Hey. Ow. Button. Options. Ion. Oh, at least back to my... Fuck.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh. What the fuck did I do?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Why is there paper everywhere? Hold on, sorry. Yeah, found my thumbnail. All that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
More to be discovered.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
YP.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
I know.
You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of
Why
us always
would
trying to get somewhere
what
that
the
isn't
fuck are
here.
you doing?
Running and
Why?
running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
Solution.
Let me show you.
Oh, it doesn't matter which way.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in... No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about
Oh
what you're
my
doing.
god, I didn't realise this is what I was fucking doing. I didn't realise this...
Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
This is a video game. I am sorry if this...
My God. Is
That's
this really
what I
how
was
much
trying
you
to go
dislike
for.
my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Fun with this. Way too much fun with this.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Am I literally stuck here? Okay. I throw myself off enough. Whatever the... Oh, I fuck. I'm not saying anything. Where have you gone? Where have you gone? I'm sorry. I'm gonna put an end to this. Like, right the f... Open the other door. Literally, I've used up all my fucking options here. Apparently, all you had to do was open it. Slow. Okay. Or doesn't know. Right, and I'm guessing once I've done this, it does another ending.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm going
Fuck.
back.
Fuck's.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too much, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right.
Make your fucking mind up.
I said it was to the right. What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Fine.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Oh,
This time,
don't.
suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley...
Whoa,
Wait,
hang on a minute.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
couldn't.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know
Okay.
for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
So you're letting actually able to go the way I want to go, letting me decide. I've Ow! What is this? Escape.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can
Fuck.
promise you there
Great,
definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again. But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Do that. Mad. I hate Mondays. There we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Okay.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ugh.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Oh, I
I
fucked.
might be remembering this wrong.
Well done.
It's
We
possible
both
the
fucked.
story is
How
back
about
where we
that?
just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd miss
No,
something.
and this
The
wasn't here
story.
before.
Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh, fucking hell. What have you done?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Ah,
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
So I
Just
just...
follow the
Oh,
line.
oh, I'm
Simple as
just going to
that.
follow the adventure line. Wait, no. This isn't the way. Fuck. What have you done? This isn't the
You see,
way.
the line knows where the story
Wait,
is.
what do you...
It's over in this
No.
direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward,
literally...
are we implying a journey such that a destination
God,
is
you've gone
inevitably conjured into being?
fucking mad.
rather than a
That's what's happened to
manifestation
you.
of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten
I
the
want
mood.
off this fucking crazy train that you put us on.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Fern? Oh, that...
Stanley, this fern will be very
Oh, I
important
can't be
later in the
arsed.
story. Make sure you study
No.
it closely
Bored.
and remember it. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Also, an
Line,
idiot.
you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, dear.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, this...
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new
Oh,
story.
don't
Well, it
do
could be
this to
anything.
me, Ben.
What do you want our story to be?
Oh, okay.
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Done. Oh, it's... go around it. For it to South. How? What game? That's kind of impressive, though.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor
I'm
booms.
trademarked.
Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From
Don't
here,
want
the
on this
story is in
ride
our
anymore,
control.
just
How important
take
we
control. I
mustn't
fucked
squander the
up. This is my
opportunity.
fault.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think
Oh,
here. Just walk
fuck.
in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
You
So
let me into
starting
this
from
room,
the
just
right,
tell me to leave.
let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Confusion End. You've been playing the Confusion End
What's this?
18.
The confusion ending.
Yeah, from the
You're
minutes.
telling me
Right, stop.
that's what this is? It's all one
Oh.
giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
So final
So
line
now,
again.
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
Oh.
Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Let me out then.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't
You
you
can just
agree?
wait. What do you mean just
I'm not quite
wait?
sure if we're in the destination.
I want
or
out
the
of here.
journey,
I get
though they're all
claustrophobic.
saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where
Excuse
we
me.
are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Chair
Well,
here
in
before.
the meantime, if you...
Okay. I'm gonna only assume that. I'm gonna leave it there. That was kind of a head fuck. Was the end of that? My deviance caused that to be a total mind. Oh. Oh. Dearie me. It's easy enough to get deviated off track in this game, so. Look at that. Hurt my head. Anyway, if you enjoy content like this and want to see more of it, I'm gonna try and play some more of this. Gonna add like with other series of mine, or they're gonna be ad hoc, so you'll just get a random video, a random part 2. Kind of like the whole idea of this is completely nonchalant and all over the place. Please like, subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification button to be alerted to new videos. See you next one.
But just before I go, I want to give a shout out to these two amazing people right here. Sarah Barrow 3, I've been following her community and her Twitch streams for a good few months now, and the community has welcomed me in with open arms as I try and improve my content for you guys. So go and check her out. She's on Twitch, she has her own Discord channel, and she's got TikTok. Tears of Grace is actually the man that inspired me to start making my videos with broken builds. So if you're into a little bit of madness and a good old laugh, go and check him out as well.